Same height. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, obviously we're out here in the middle of nowhere, and what are we doing?
It's my birthday trip.
Birthday trip. We do these every single year because Sarah's birthday is in the summer. And as you can see from looking up there, it's summer in Northeast Washington, which basically means cloud and possibly a little bit of rain and a ton of smoke. And yesterday we were up at Lake Chelan. Lake Chelan is awesome. Here's some photos and some drone footage. And there was just, we didn't camp there, but it was beautiful. And I will absolutely be going back. We'll be going back. And there should be a trip report up, which trip reports are great. Currently rockhounding.com. And then though today is Sarah's actual birthday. So we went to someplace extra special and, well, check that out. How awesome is that? Isn't that beautiful back there?
Sure.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, this is amazing. And then back there is also really amazing. So we're going to go look at that, and we're going to look at this dirty old hole back here. It's going to be rad. Let's do that right now. Okay, so this might look like a pile of garbage, and it kind of is, but it's very special garbage. We are up here in Northeast Washington, outside of the Zala mine. This is the BLM property, and you'll see right now some overhead footage, but this is a former gold mine. We have tailings over there. This was clearly a settling pond back in there, but check this out. Check out this core dump. This is just crazy. The amount of coring they did here, and they just, well, left it, and now it's all a mess, but check this out. Like, so they were clearly coring, which I think it could be rhyolite. The maps say this should be rhyolite, but it kind of looks more like argillite. And they're coring and taking samples of the quartz. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about this being like somebody's job, and here we are. Look, there's some crystals on there, but look, there's crystals on the top of that core.
It's from the Silverbell mine. See, it's labeled.
Oh yeah, Silverbell mine cores.
I think they're all Silverbell.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this is.
So it's crazy to walk around here and just look at all of this, especially since they cored and cut all of these in half. Like, that's quite the job. It'd be awesome to find some fulls, but we might have to pick around here tomorrow. It is currently 7 o'clock in the evening, but just the scale of it, which is very cool. And then we have their settling pond here. So I guess, yeah, this would be the Silverbell and not the Zala. The Zala, I think, is over there, and that would be on trust land. But yeah, very cool. Let's walk over here. I'm gonna walk over here and check this out. There should be, I think we're standing on a giant tailings pile. Yeah. And we're gonna look at some of this. This is crazy. Yeah. So much. This whole thing is all tailings. Really pretty out.
Huh. It's a lot. Did they get it underground?
I believe the Silverbell does have a portal somewhere. So like add it in a portal. Let's taste this. No, probably not. Probably not. So this giant tailings pile that you see here is, well, there's a lot. I mean, you really don't have to do anything. You can kind of just look down. Now there's quartz crystal here, some of which has hematite like coating over it. And then what I think is amethyst. I think in last year's visit out here, we may have said that that was fluorite, which I think that was incorrect now. But, you know, is what it is. But let's look, heck, right down here. So we might have to poke around more in the morning, but you can just look down here and there's all kinds of quartz crystal seams. There's all kinds of interesting stuff here, right? Yep. That. Heard a cow in the distance. Public lands. I'm not sure what this black mineral is. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a nice little piece and take it. But I think we already picked up a couple of pieces. And just the scale of it, it probably goes back, oh, well over 100 yards. But we're gonna do some poking around in the morning for sure. But for right now, I'm gonna show you what we already found, and then go to sleep and hope that it doesn't rain too much tonight. But it should be good, and we should find at least a couple of really cool samples that I can put under a microscope and all of that good stuff. And we'll certainly, we'll certainly poke around in that core dump. And there's even cores like scattered about here, like, you know, I've never seen a core dump before, but it's kind of cool. I've heard of some really big ones in Canada and Alaska that it's like, you know, they dumped hundreds of yards, thousands of yards of cores. I don't know much about gold mining, but I've never seen cores cut in half like that. But yeah. So here's a couple of rocks that I already found. Now, I know when people think amethyst, they don't think about this, but I'm fairly confident that I was wrong last year when I was here and I called this fluorite. Pretty confident that that's actually just amethyst, just really, well, you know, not very big crystal. You can certainly get some nice little pockets that I think would clean up really nice. There's seams here, out there in that pile. Check that out. And this was from like, just meandering around. Then we have that, which I think this is only on the outside. I have a piece from last year, and when I put it under the microscope, you could kind of see some areas where like that hematite coating had like flaked off, and kind of right there in the middle too, you can kind of see that. So, yeah, that just took a couple of minutes, and you know, I think we'll have to get at it tomorrow. So real quick, I'm going to show you kind of the camping setup because I think we have it pretty dialed in. Obviously, this is a Subaru Outback. And then we have an awning that I made. It's a telescopic square aluminum tube. Pretty basic stuff, you know, water. That cooler is actually a plug-in one, so you don't have to use ice. It's running off of a battery pack. Stove. That's for rock stuff. Got some snacks, got some food, a little table. I ripped the back seat out of the Subaru. And we have some nice pads here, sleeping bags. It's cozy. Well, there's window coverings and stuff, but we also do a tent. We have a big tent that you've seen me if you go back to the Rimrock Lake video, and we're going to be getting a rooftop tent pretty soon, which we've ordered a while ago. We ordered it a while ago. Yeah, so we're doing a tent last night, and then we're doing this tonight to kind of compare, and it should be good. And I can't wait for the rooftop tent. It's going to be awesome. It may not be awesome getting the dog up in it, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to go hit that. It'll be good. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Thanks.
All right, good morning, everybody. Well, we loaded up the vehicle, and we actually drove to a different portion of this kind of huge mining operation here. So, check out that dirty pond. The cows out here have been loving it. We had a cow visitor last night. Boom. Everything Sarah's standing on, right? All of this all has quartz crystal in it. But you have no idea the actual scale of this place. There's cows behind me. You have no idea of the actual scale of this operation out here at the Silverbell. Yeah, look at this. All right, well, man, yeah, it's immense. Of course, Leica wants to go right up to the edge. This isn't even all of it, okay? Like, crazy. Beautiful view out here this morning. But let's look at this pile a little bit, and then we'll go look at some others. Maybe we'll see a couple of other cows. They're out there in the woods. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, this one's kind of big.
It looks like maybe someone put their finds here.
Oh, I like this one. That one's fun.
I feel like someone put their stuff here. These are their rejects.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of everywhere. So, yeah.
I like it.
Okay, that's kind of a good like plate there, huh?
You cleaned this stuff up and it cleans up really well?
It does. It does clean up quite well.
Does it get just white and clear?
Yes. Yeah, let's go grab these. And you can maybe see here we also have this other ginormous pile. Okay, you see that big boulder up there? Check that seam out. Let's look at this. Give you an idea of all the crystals in here. The amethyst, right? My hand. Quite big. Beautiful out here. Who knows what else you could find poking around. Hey, yeah. Some purple in there. That could focus. There we go. That could look fun under the microscope. That's a nice flat piece.
Yeah. There's a little gold speck.
Oh. Yeah, I wonder what that is.
I haven't seen mica. Here's pyrite.
Yeah, I mean, it's in all kinds of stuff. And just imagine if you started flipping rocks out here, what you could find. I mean, there. So down here in that first kind of lower pit, we were up there, and it's just that seam in that. I was curious what those black rocks are over there. So let's go look at those. I didn't make it very far over there until I saw that. I think that'll come home. But it's really some interesting stuff here for sure. Sarah just said that I better not tell anybody about this spot because it's going to get depleted. There'll be no more rock here. That is what they say. Well, what do you think? This would take heavy equipment a long time to repair. So I'm pretty okay with a couple of people coming out here with chisels. Look at that. Crazy crystals all in that little boulder. So from there to there, that's got to be at least 30 foot, right? This place behind me, we're on a pile that's probably 30 foot. So you probably have an insane amount of material, and we're only surface picking. If you were to come out and break rock, flip rock, who knows what you're going to find? There's no shortage. I mean, anybody that's like, don't share stuff, it's going to get depleted. Maybe you're going to the wrong places, because when they come out places like this, quartz crystal laying on the ground, and there's no end in sight. So that sounds like a problem not for us. Let's see, what do you got over there? Oh yeah, that's a core hole. If only you could find some full cores, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah. So Sarah was just asking me what determines whether or not something becomes a crystal or an agate when these silicate-rich waters are running into a void just like this, and it's temperature. So when these silicates are running into these cracks, gas bubbles, things like that, if it's under pressure, it will create fortification. When it's low temperature, you'll just get chalcedony, you'll get that agate forming, water lines, things of that nature. And when it's high temperature, you get crystal growth. So pressure and temperature is what creates that. We got to get back up there. Oh wow, this is really good. Some of these will be wrapping up. I like that little guy. Might be coming close to being done here. How many crystals does one person need? I'm trying to be really picky, and I probably already have a couple of gallons of really nice specimens, but it's hard not to like walk around and just look at them, Here, you want to look at this one that I found? Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Very clearly formed.
And that could like sit on a shelf in a nice orientation. Yeah. So, in relatively short order, we got everything that we wanted. Now, there's a lot more, well, old mines and places out here that you could go and check out, but we have other places that we're going to be going on this trip, so we don't have time for that. The road coming out here is on the rougher end. Subaru made it, but it was still kind of hard. It's certainly more of a truck location, I think. That's just me. I mean, maybe don't take your Toyota Corolla, your Honda Civic. Probably not the place for that. But we got stuff to wrap up, clean up at the shop, and we'll see you back there. Well, that was quite the fun trip. Now we're back here in the shop, and I kind of got a chance to unpack some of the material, really give it a look, and it is quite cool. Now this is uncleaned, all right. There's definitely some amethyst, some fluorite. I have to do some serious identification work here, which that's fun, Look at that guy. I don't know if I'll clean that. I kind of like that one just like that. So in the future, when you watch this video, maybe check out the listing on the website. There'll be a link down below, And there will have like additional photos, things that I learn over time, stuff like that. Here is one of the partially cleaned little clusters. I think it looks pretty good. This just got some iron out. The reason I haven't cleaned all of these is, well, time. Time, and all of my trays are currently being used. But very cool stuff. Very cool spot up there. And we really only scratched the surface, you know. I mean, I think realistically, with the number of mines in that area, I mean, a person could spend a week up there poking around. There are some claims in the area, so be mindful of claims that are legal with, you know, signage, monuments, and they're doing their very best. I suggest you do your very best as well. And I think we're going to leave that one there. We'll certainly be returning to the area in the future and, you know, get some more material. And I'm very excited to get some of these cleaned up. I think they're going to look excellent when they're clean. I mean, like, that's going to be so cool. So cool. Well, thanks for coming by, hanging out, watching the videos, all that good stuff. And I will catch you on the next one, everybody. Thank you so much for watching my entire video. If you like the content that I'm producing here on this channel and you want to support the content even further, you can do so by becoming a channel member by hitting the join button down below. The membership comes with a growing library of exclusive videos and just great other extra content. So just follow the links down below and I will see you on the next video.